pull up your calculator for me. All right, then pick a calculator, that's good. Now, where we find our matrix is over here. Go, see the little blue word matrix? So that means you have to hit second matrix. Everybody do this. Now, it gives a whole bunch of letters. That's the name of our matrix. Matrix A, matrix B, matrix C, matrix D. It tells you to scroll to math. There's a few functions we're going to do on this. We touch on this in this class. We don't do a whole lot, but we give you the basics. Then we go here to edit. And this says this is where you can put your matrix in. Now, what it's asking you for is the dimensions of your matrix. But watch carefully. Your dimensions are row by column. Row by columns. Now, I'll show you what happens if you made a mistake into it. Now, say I want to enter this matrix. And the matrix has brackets around it. That's how we know it's a matrix. Let's enter this little matrix. How many rows does it have? One row. So put a 1 here. How many columns does it have? 3 columns. Now, does this look like the space that you need to enter those numbers in?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, watch what happens if I did this backwards. So I got here and I couldn't exactly remember. Was it rows by column, columns by rows? So I said, I think it's 3 by 1. Oh, does that look like what I'm supposed to enter in there? No. So therefore, it must be a 1 by 3.
Okay, start over? Yeah, that was already.
So we're gonna put this matrix into your calculator.
Number 1.
So we're gonna go, yep. And I'm trying to show you the dimensions of a matrix. The dimensions go row by column. So Venetia said this has 1 row, 3 columns. Right? Now, watch what happens. If we go to matrix, second matrix, and we come to edit, and we put in 1 by 3, does this spaces look like the spaces your matrix is going to look like? See the brackets around it? Does that, granted it's not the same numbers as yours, but does it look like the space that we need for yours? Right? Do I see 1 row across, one row across, 3 columns? Right. So I said, if you had this backwards, if you put this in 3 by 1, because you couldn't remember, is that the one you wanted it to look like? So therefore, just go back and make it be 1 by 3. Now, to enter our matrix, all we do is this. Same as you do with your list, you know how to put an L1 in your table? Same thing. So my first element, 5, enter. My second element, 3, enter. My next element, -2, enter. Now, in order for this to sit in my matrix, I have to say second quit. Second quit. If I want to see the matrix I just did, I go second matrix. I just put in A. Let me see what it looks like. There's my A. Remember, your matrix are named by letters. Enter. Oh, isn't that my matrix? Yeah, that's my matrix. See? Now, oh, there's no answer. I'm just showing you right now how to put a matrix in your calculator. We're not doing any work on it yet. I want you to get comfortable with the dimensions. I want you to realize if you had your dimensions, that's what you're going to see when you go to enter it in your matrix. So really, it's kind of like I think she said rows by column, but she could have said columns by rows. You'll see it as soon as you do it.
So
Yeah.
when you do that, you go to second matrix and then you go to the edit thing, right?
You go to the edit, we put it in.
And then from there
You know how you do stats, then you say edit, and you put in your table L1, and then you go stats, and you go to calc. Matrix is the same thing. I'm just going to go to matrix, I'm going to go to edit, and put my matrix in. Then I'm going to go back, instead of calc, it's called math. And I'm going to do some calculation on my matrix. Right now, I just want you to get used to looking at it. So the dimensions of this, guys, rows by column. How many rows do I have? God bless you. 4. How many columns do I have? 2. So we're going to go back and we're going to put this in your calculator. So we're going to go second matrix, come over to edit. Now just click on A. We can write over exactly what we had. So we're going to say 4, enter, by 2. Is that what I expected it to look like? 4 rows, 2 columns down? Mm-hmm. So let's put this in. 0, enter. You got to go across. See it? 5, enter. Then do the next row. 1, enter. 5, enter. So do you see your arrow going at the same time? Make sure the last one you press enter on. And then you have to say second quit. Second quit. That's the part that a lot of us forget. Second quit. Now I want to see if my matrix is the same. So I come to my matrix. I click on A. It says, show me matrix A. Does that look like my matrix?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's how easy it is to get a matrix in your calculator. That's how easy it is. Okay? No catch. There's no catch. What's this guy? What dimensions are this?
3 by 3.
3 by 3. This is called a square matrix. This is called a square matrix. Okay? Now, we're going to pull it, oops. We're going to pull this up on your calculator, and we're going to put this into your matrix. So, second matrix, oops, I turned it on. Second matrix, go all the way to edit. What are the dimensions of this? 3 by 4, good. 3 rows by 4 columns. It's got to look like this. Do you see one missing? Do you see this little dash here? That's because one's missing. As we're scrolling across, you'll see it. So we're entering in your numbers right over whatever was here. 1, -2. So do you see how it moved over? And then it moves back again. -1. Make sure you hit enter after each one. If you made a mistake, just go back and type over it. Okay, do second quit when you're done. And let's just type out our matrix and make sure it looks like what we wanted it to be. So just make sure that that matrix is the same as what you thought it was going to be. It's good? Now watch how fast we solve your systems of equations. Second matrix, go to math. I want you to scroll down till you see RREF. It stands for Reduced Row Echelon Format. It's letter B, RREF. Click on that. And now we have to tell it what matrix we want it to do. So do second matrix. We put it in A, right? If you put it in C, go down to C and click on C. We put it in A. So I want it to perform this on A. Now, watch the answers. Watch how nice this is. 1, -1. Okay. Watch these answers.
Why does there's another 0 where you put the 1 on the top on the third?
0. Thank you. So watch where this goes. You didn't get this? Who didn't get this? All right, so watch. What was the order of your variables? X, Y, Z. Just watch up here for 1 second. X, Y, Z. This is called binary math. The bit is on if it's a 1, off if it's a 0.
So it would be X equals 1.
So it would be X equals 1. Y equals, and Z equals There's your answers.
Wait, do that again? How do you get Y and Z?
This is where your constants are. So, X, Y, and Z, I put the variables right across the top. When X is on, Z is off, Y is off, the value of X is 1. X is off when Y is on, the value of Y is -1. X is off, Y is off, Z is on, the value of Z is 2. There's my answers. Yeah. It takes all that time that we had to do. We had to combine these two, we had to multiply these, we had to combine the two again, we had to back substitute. There's your answers to this systems of equations.
Wait, is that why on our previous worksheets it says checks on the
Using a matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says check using a matrix. So, how nice is that? How nice is that? Now, let's just talk about a couple more things. Just a couple more things we're going to talk about here. All right. I just wanted you to get familiar with matrices today. Now, here's the systems of equations here. We have a couple of ways we can solve this. I'm going to show you two different ways to solve this. See, what's this guy missing down here? A y. So we might want to rewrite this to say plus 0y plus 4z equals 6. I put that up here. Oops, minus 4z. Minus 4z.
Oh, it's in the packet.
Back to the packet. So I changed this one to say 2x plus 0y minus 4z equals 6. Let's just put it down here instead. Okay? There's a couple of different ways we can do this. We can do this with an RREF. We can do this with an REF. We're just going to use RREF to do this. So build your matrix for me. What will my matrix look like? What's the coefficient? 1. Zero.
Zero, sorry. -4 and 6.
Okay. Put this in your matrix.
It's 3 by 3.
It's a 3 by... Nope, it's a 3 by 4, right? 3 by 4. 3 rows, 4 columns. Put this in your matrix. I want you guys to see if you can enter it in your matrix. And let's see if we can figure out what the answers are.
We use RREF.
We're going to use RREF. REF, it just takes it and it gives it to you a little bit differently, and then you have to back substitute everything, like you kind of did with Z is equal to 2, and then we have to put it in the other one and put it in the other one. So RREF is the better one to do. So that's all we're going to use is RREF. I don't really like REF. You don't really use that one that much.
You want us to write down the other one?
No, I just want you to put this in, and I want you to give me your answer, your matrix answer. I want you to be able to know how to read that. You have to make sure you do second clip.
When do you do REF?
Well, REF,
Oh, wait.
I can show you REF after we do RREF.
I don't have to do the X, Y, Z first. So.
Okay, so did you get your answer?
Yeah.
All right.
Boy, not a bad one. Wait.
X equals 6.
Did you get like 3.4, 4.4? X equals 7.
Go check your matrix. Print out your matrix and make sure it's all in there.
Y equals 2.
See this?
You got it. You got it.
Something happened. Decimals. Yeah, not decimals.
All right, so Print out your matrix. Remember how I showed you how to print your matrix out? Print out your matrix. Make sure, go print your matrix and make sure it looks like this. That's the first step.
No, your matrix. That's wrong.
That's why I say, go print out your matrix and just take a quick look at it.
So it's X7.
I will say the first thing, sometimes what ends up happening is, this last one, you forget to enter it. You know how you're clicking, guys, listen to me. You know how you're clicking and then you say enter and it brings you to the next one? If you make a mistake, I've seen so many kids forget to enter the last one. Because you don't have to advance anymore, so kids forget to say enter or say can quit. Now, watch. X, Y, and Z. X is on, so X is equal to what? What's this one tell me? Y equals 2. What's this one tell me? Z equals 2. Okay? Was those your answers? Okay, now watch. You go to math and go back and do REF.
Wait, go back to what?
Go back to your matrix, go to math, and do REF on matrix A. Gives you decimals. So let me show you the difference. This is RREF. This is REF. Guys, I really need your attention through this. So I'm just going to show you the difference between these. Okay, now, this REF is how we back substitute. Just watch up here for a second. You're going to start with this. You're going to start at the bottom. So what is Z equals? 2. Now, you're going to substitute Z back into this equation. So this equation, there's no X, right? There's a Y minus 1.25 Z equals negative 0.5. You're going to substitute your 2 back into this.
You don't like that.
It's a little longer. It's a little bit longer. So, but we can do it. Y minus 2.5 equals negative 0.5. We're going to add 250. Oh, my thing is messing up here. So if we add 250, we get Y is equal to 2. See it? Now we're going to back substitute into this guy. This says X, no Y, minus 2Z equals 3. We're going to substitute in your 2. And so that would be 4, and X would be 7. Do you see the difference between REF and RREF? One is row echelon format, which requires us to back substitute. The other is RREF, which gives us a nice little set of answers. Look how fast that is to solve that systems of equations.
We should learn this first.
But you had to do algebraically first. As soon as didn't I say you were going to say that? Why did you make me do the other one? I know you were going to say, why did we have to do the other one?
No, I still don't like these.
You still don't like these? Yes. Yes. Oh, all right.
Both can go.
Go ahead, Smith. Go ahead, both of you. If there's a little bit right out, then just come back on with you.
The one up here is locked, right?
Try it. If it's locked, then come back. I'll give you both a pass.
It's gonna be.
All right. So is this the one we just did? All right. Everybody enter this in your calculator. What's wrong with this second one? What's it missing? It's missing a Z. What do I do if it's missing something? 0 Z. So build me your matrix. So this one should come out like 1, 0, 0. Okay, so again, if it helps you put X, Y, Z up here. What's X equal to?
1.
What's Y equal to? And Z is equal to? So again, we could hook them up like this, just like a solution like we did before. Okay? That's how simple this is.